video. Today we are going to look at landing international opportunities right here in Africa. And here I am talking about expatriate jobs. So basically, expatriate jobs means whereby, let's say you are a Kenyan, but you get a job in Uganda and they pay you as an international candidate or as a foreigner. Or say you're a Ugandan and you land a job in Sudan, or you're a Sudanese and you land a job in Ghana. That's what you're going to be talking about in today's video. And you want to stick around to the very end so that you can learn more. So as usual, guys, as you come onto the video, please do let me know in the comment section below, where are you watching me from? Okay? Do say hello in the comment section below and share the video. Guys, by now you know that I only share important information that changes lives. So please do share the video. If you are seeing my face for the first time, welcome. My name is Eva Mtali, and here basically my mission is to make sure that you are living the life that God designed for you. And if it's not working in your country, please feel free to leave, because patriotism doesn't pay the bills. And we're going to be praying for our countries from the countries that we emigrate to. So that can be for work, can be for leisure, can be to live permanently. It can be for whatever reason. That's what we cover on this channel. And once in a while, I also do invite people who have dared abroad to come and share their stories with us. We also share conference opportunities that are going to pay 100% of your travel costs. So if any of those topics are exciting to you, Jen, you want to stick around. So guys, I'm actually just buying time so that there can be more of you on the video. And in case you join this video after we have started, feel free to just scroll back and start from the beginning. So guys, this video was inspired by a comment that I got on one of my videos that I posted yesterday. So unless you have been hiding under a rock, you know that your girl here has been in Mogadishu for the longest time for work. So when I did that video, I think it was a lady, I'm trying to look for that comment. She came onto the video and she asked me this question. I'm looking for it. Come on, open. I'm looking for her comment because that is what inspired this video. I've done a similar video in the past, but because of her, I decided to do this video. So let me look for her comment if I can find it. Oh yes, so this is the question. I don't know if it was a he or a she. Abebo, hello Eva, are there opportunities for Kenyans in Mogadishu? Trying to check your old videos to see if you have covered this topic. Okay, so guys, that's what I want to talk about. Are there opportunities for, let's say, Kenyans in Mogadishu, or Ghanaians in South Africa, or South Africans in Nigeria, and wherever other country you're from? And how do you find this opportunity? So yes, all I can say is yes, there are opportunities. Expatriate opportunities abound, and you do not have to go to the US, for example, to earn the dollar. You don't have to go to the UK to make the pound. You don't have to go to Australia to make the Australian dollar. You don't have to go to Europe to make the euro. You can make it right here in the continent. And that's what I want to briefly cover very quickly in today's video. So generally, a lot of us believe that opportunities are only available outside the continent, and have said it severally over and over and over again. Opportunities abound both within and without the continent. And so even as we pursue those opportunities in Europe, whether we pursue those opportunities in Canada, in the US, in Australia, wherever part of the world, we can still find, I always use the analogy of, if you are thirsty and there is dirty water, you can drink the dirty water just to make sure that you keep yourself alive to get to a source of clean, fresh water. So if you're really hell-bound that you can only make it outside the continent, you can try and find something within the continent even as you wait to go outside of the continent. So for example, let's use Mogadishu for instance. So Mogadishu, for me, I always call Mogadishu is Uganda away from home. The largest number of expatriates I have seen from Uganda are in Somalia. From the army to the hotel sector to everywhere, a very large number of Ugandans work in Somalia, for example. I have seen a very large number of Kenyans working in South Sudan, for example. So guys, what I'm trying to say, there are opportunities outside within the continent, outside of your own country, and you can still make an expatriate salary as if you were abroad. The only advantage you're gonna have is you get an opportunity to spend your money within the continent. So your money goes a long way because you can convert your foreign currency into Kenya shillings, okay? So this simps down. I should stop yapping about Nigeria. Oh my goodness, you're very lucky I do not know how to block people when I am on a chat, but I will forgive you for today. So in terms of where do you find these jobs, I'm gonna talk about maybe 4-5 different ways you can find these international jobs in Africa. So number one, you can talk to your network. So this one I have found doesn't work very well because for some reason, I don't know who bewitched us Africans, that we believe that if I share information with you, you're gonna take away my blessing. And that's why we have had a lot of trouble, especially on this channel, because I give away every information I give free of charge to the extent that people usually doubt me. They don't believe that somebody can give them free information without wanting anything in return because they themselves don't believe in giving people free information. So it's very rare to even find people who are willing to come onto the channel to share their journey, to share their stories. So you'd hear, if you ask somebody, for example, how did you make it to where you are right now? They will tell you, oh, ni God maze, things like that, okay? So there are those opportunities that are there. And you just have to be in a situation where if you're lucky enough, your person or your friend or your acquaintance will actually tell you how they got their job. But most of the time they will just tell you, oh, ni God maze, it's God's doing, when they actually know maybe they used a recruiter or stuff like that. So I will speak for me. So personally, I was very, very fortunate that I used LinkedIn. So my current job, I got it, in fact, it wasn't LinkedIn. So for my current job, I didn't apply for it. I was hunted. I got a job on LinkedIn. Okay, let me just go back a little. So one of the places where you can find your international job in Africa is through LinkedIn. So let me type it here, so that some of you who may not know can just find it. So if you're gonna be watching this video after the live, you will just have to go to the comment section, swipe left, and then look at the comments. You will find the links I'm going to be posting. So let me just post the links as I speak. So one of the places where you can find the jobs, and this is where I found mine. I'm not going to lie to you that ni God maze. No, I actually looked for not this particular job. I went on LinkedIn, and then, so I didn't even apply for the job. So like I said, when you are on LinkedIn and your profile is, what can I say, is optimized, then the algorithms of LinkedIn automatically send you posts that are related to your qualifications. So I optimized my LinkedIn profile for jobs that are related to what I always wanted to do and that I had experience in. So the LinkedIn. So when this organization posted the jobs on LinkedIn, LinkedIn automatically sent me that job advert. So I applied for that job. But this particular position that I had applied for, when I applied, the organization had so many vacancies around that time. So when I sent in my CV, a different manager for a different project poached me from this other job advert that I had applied for, and that's basically how I got the job. Okay, so I didn't get the job that I applied for, but it was in the same organization. So the thing about LinkedIn is that if your profile is optimized, when you get the job invite from LinkedIn, you can just say use my LinkedIn profile. So you don't even have to write a cover letter if you don't want to. Like, LinkedIn will automatically send your application to that company. So that's one of the biggest avenue. LinkedIn is the biggest social media, and the beauty with the LinkedIn is that if you optimize your account, and there's even an option where it allows you to say that I am open for work, and it allows you to even post your publication. So you guys know I am so big on writing stuff. I am big on content. So for me, every organization that I go to, I always make sure that I'm publishing stuff and putting it on the organization's website, because most of these organizations are already big, they are established. So if you have an article that is assigned to your name, anytime when somebody searches your name and it comes up, these organizations, since they already have a lot of SEO, your name is going to feature top. And if they are looking for somebody who can write stuff, you're going to feature already as somebody who writes stuff on them, or on this organization. So that's one thing that really worked in my favor, because my profile was optimized, and for specific keywords of jobs that I was looking for, I had experience in them, so it was very easy for them to find me. So that's one place I would advise you. If you do not have a LinkedIn profile, please, today before you go and sleep, go and optimize your LinkedIn profile, and first ask yourself, what job are you looking for? Like, specifically know the title, have the job description in mind, so that even when you come to the LinkedIn place where you're entering your information, you are literally not writing a profile for no reason. You are writing a profile that is targeting specific employers, specific job descriptions, specific, things like that. So that's one aspect. And then if you don't have any published works, go to websites such as medium.com and publish stuff there. Once you've published, come and link them on your LinkedIn profile. So it really builds you up. So LinkedIn is a social media like any other. The only difference, you link up with employers. And the advantage with LinkedIn is that if, let's say, I'm applying for a job at Safaricom, for example, or I'm applying for a job at PricewaterhouseCoopers, and most of the jobs, the way they are posted, sometimes they post even the recruiter. So you simply go to Google or even go back to LinkedIn and search that recruiter's name. And when you search them there, you will find it. LinkedIn shows you other people that that are connected to this recruiter, or different ways that you are connected to this recruiter. So if, let's say, Eva is a recruiter, and you've applied for a job, and it shows you my name has popped up and you know me, you can even tell me, hey, Eva, you know what? I saw that your organization was recruiting for ABCD, and can you give me some tips? Like, what exactly do they look for? What's the organization culture like? Or can you put in a word for me? I have seen it's Hilda who's recruiting. Do you know her? Are there even prospects for me? And then, there are other organizations which just post jobs for the sake of posting. So if you know somebody and they can tell you, oh, that one, don't even waste your time, for example. So that is one place. If you are looking for an international job, you want to make sure you're on LinkedIn if you want to get found, okay? Personally, part of my job involves recruitment. And the first thing I always do when I receive somebody's CV that is meets the requirements, I am always going to Google, and I'm going to Google you. So if you don't pop up, I get a little worried. I'm like, in this day and age of the internet, why are you not on the, what are you hiding? Like, don't you even have a LinkedIn profile or something? So I always check. And guys, that's why it is very, very important. Like those of you who are on other social media channel and you are using your names, be very careful what you're posting there. Some of you are bullying your recruiters. You are bullying your potential employer on TikTok. You are bullying them on Facebook. You are bullying them on Instagram. And it is your potential employer. So I know, for example, there are even WhatsApp groups that people join and they'll be speaking shit there. And yet recruiters are on those Telegram channels. They are on those WhatsApp groups. So you have to be really careful. And something else, right now with AI, if let's say I Google you and you are on LinkedIn, of course, there's a picture of you there. I can search you using a picture as an employer. So I don't have to search for you using your name because AI now is so intelligent. You can enter a photograph on YouTube the same way you enter words on Google. I enter a photo and I search using images. And it's still gonna find you on that Facebook group you are trolling people on. It's gonna find you on that TikTok group you are trolling people on. So there's a lot of people who've missed on jobs because of their behavior on the internet. So that's one place you really want to be careful about, but it's a very nice media to get found LinkedIn. So I've told you guys, that's how I got my current job. It was on LinkedIn. Even my previous job, I got it on LinkedIn. Actually, my past 3 jobs, I got them on LinkedIn. The one before that, I applied directly to the company. So that's another thing you can do. If you have companies that you are looking to work in, go to their website. So not all companies actually post their vacancies outside the company's website, because let me tell you guys, anytime you put out an advertisement for jobs, it swings 2 different ways. For the serious companies that are very pragmatic, that are very, are recruiting real employees, leave alone those tosh companies that are just interviewing for the sake. If you find companies that are actually interviewing to hire, most of those companies do not usually get a lot of applications in, because a lot of people don't know this company. So take your time, go to LinkedIn, as I've told you, is a very is a search engine. Yeah, so it's a very good search engine that the moment you put your interests, it's gonna show you all other companies that are related to that one interest. So let's say if you want to work for the United Nations, just come to LinkedIn and then click on United Nations, and it will allow you to follow them. So the moment you follow United Nations, then the algorithms are going to start working and they're going to show you other companies like the United Nations. If you follow Qatar Airlines, then automatically it's going to show you Emirates, and it's going to show you everybody else. Okay, so and then the other things, let's say you pick United Nations as one of the companies you want to work for, it's going to show you like United Nations is under international affairs. So you can actually click on that international affairs, and it's going to give you all other companies that are related to international affairs. If it's a school, the moment you pick, like I don't know, Crawford International School, then automatically it's going to give you other international schools around that area. And then you can also search by location. So you can tell the LinkedIn AI to pick for you jobs in specific locations. So if let's say I want to be in Mogadishu, I will actually just put, so there's a section that has jobs. So you just click on jobs there, And then it's going to tell you if there are jobs that are matching what you want. You can put all the filters in terms of date posted, your experience level. You can say if you want internship, if you want easy apply, if you want remote jobs, if you want. So let me just show you my screen. So you see, for example, this, I've just clicked on jobs, and then it allows me to sort. I can sort by, so guys, I've just created this account. That's why you can see there's nothing. I created it for this particular video. So I can sort by date posted, like anytime or past month, past 24 hours. I can post by experience level. Is it internship? Is it associate? Is it director, entry level? Is it remote? And then easy apply. The bit with easy apply is that if you pick a job, if you pick easy apply, it means when the job comes up and you want to apply, you just click apply and you don't have to do anything else. It automatically sends your LinkedIn profile to the employer. And then you can pick that I only want jobs that has under 10 applicants, okay? And then you can say, I only want jobs that are in my network. And then you can see here, there's fair chance employer. So here, when you talk about fair chance employer, you can see here, it shows jobs from employers who have pledged to consider applicants with criminal records, yeah? So if let's say you've been at committee, but you reformed, or you've been to whatever prison, yeah? And then you can even pick by benefits. So you just pick everything, and then you show the results, okay? Then you click show results, it's gonna show you all the jobs. That's how systematic that LinkedIn is. So that is the biggest avenue. Another one you can use is you can go, for example, to the United Nations website directly and just look for jobs there. You can also go to an organization called ReliefWeb, reliefweb.int. So ReliefWeb is where I got, I think it was like my second expatriate job, if I'm not wrong. But the beauty with ReliefWeb, it covers like the whole world, if I have to say that. So you can see, like right now, let me just show you. So this is the website, reliefweb.int/jobs. So you can come here and filter by job type. You can filter by country, organization. So this is another place to come and look at the organization types, the theme, you know, whatever you want. You can see here, do you want things that are related to agriculture, coordination, disaster, HIV/AIDS, peacekeeping, whatever you want, just come and pick. By closing date, you can pick by posting date on Relief. And you can see here they have like literally, now there's like 3,000 jobs that are posted here. You can pick by country. You can see here, they're looking for a media consultant in Gambia. There's here something for Kenya. There's, you know, there's a lot of things here. You can see Mozambique, France, blah, blah, blah. There's like all over the world. You just come and pick. There's South Sudan. There's everywhere, yeah? So you just come and pick whatever you think can work for you. You can see, and then this is one place to also find the companies, eh? If you're not sure, you come and pick the companies here, go and follow them on LinkedIn, and then automatically LinkedIn is gonna start sending you related jobs for such companies, yeah? If you wanna do consultancies, you can see, yeah? And one thing I like about this website is that it gives you an opportunity to see, like let's say I have experience in communications. When I come here and I look at the kind of consultancies that are available, and maybe I was thinking of starting a business, then it gives me an idea of the kind of consultancies that are available. If, let's say, I have experience in monitoring and evaluation, this website gives me an idea of what kind of consultancies are available. If I have experience in nutrition, it gives me an opportunity to come and see what kind of opportunities are available for people who've studied nutrition or agriculture or whatever. So that is one way, that another way actually that you can do that. Another way that you can do this, and this is one that I always use. So for me, and I always say this is the beauty of traveling. So for me, every time I go to, like if I'm going to Mogadishu, or the days I used to work in Afghanistan, if I'm going to Afghanistan, or the days I was working in Haiti, every time I am sitting on the aircraft, I try to have some banter with whoever is sitting next to me, or when we are in the waiting bay. You know, it's always easy to tell who's a local and who's not a local. And I just start chatting them up. Or when I'm in the hotel, like maybe at the breakfast area, if I find somebody sitting by themselves, I would want to join them. And then we'll just start talking, and somehow what you do is gonna crop up. So that is another way. That's why, so I've seen a lot of people, and I've actually done a video about it, about the opportunities that people waste when they are flying, because you waste a lot of time at airports. You waste a lot of time on the aircraft, you know, like you're literally sitting next to, if you like find a middle seat, you're actually sandwiched between two people for like 10 hours. And people pretend to be so busy, they don't want to talk to each other. So for me, that's not me. For me, I start trying to create banter from when we are in the queue to check in our bags, because I just never know who I'm gonna bump into. You know, as a content creator, I am always looking for content for you guys. I'm always looking for the next person to interview. And you've seen I've done so many interviews at airports, because when I find someone who's willing to talk, I strike when it's still hot. So that's another avenue you can use. When you are at the airport, you can talk to people, just find out what do they do, why are they in your country. Go to malls, for example, yeah, like where the expatriates hang out. Find out what they do, you know. Take advantage of schools where your kids go to. Some of you, your kids are in high school, for example. Some of them are in boarding schools, but you always pretend to be so busy. You don't attend the PTA meetings. You don't attend the class clinics. You pretend to be too busy to take space in the WhatsApp groups. And you just never know who's in those WhatsApp groups, yeah? Be that visible parent, be that visible guardian, because you never know who's that other parent, yeah? When there's events in schools, go and attend them. You never know who's that other parent. Your kids, encourage your kids to bring their friends home. There are some of you that do not even know who are your kids' friends. So for me, I encourage my son to always bring his friends home, and when they come to the house, we want to chat. I want to know who's this person, like maybe what do their parents do, you know, because you just don't want your kid hanging out with people you don't know much about. So maybe by the time now we go back to school, they're like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, how did you know me? Oh, your son comes to my house, or my son comes to your house. That's how I knew about you. So take advantage of such opportunities as well. They are huge for finding your next job. So yes, Abebo, there are opportunities in Mogadishu and beyond throughout Africa. There is a lady who's currently in Nigeria. She is married there, and we've always wanted to do a video together, but for some reason we've never found an appropriate time. I am hoping I can bring her on the channel this weekend or the next, and then she can also share with us some opportunities in the continent and what she thinks about working in Africa, expatriate jobs in Africa for Africans. So that is something we can explore with her much further. But like I said, I just want to keep this video really short, but the essence of the video was to tell you guys that there are indeed opportunities in Africa, international jobs in Africa for Africans. So please be open to those, have a positive mindset. There are so many opportunities to still make the dollar, make the pound, make the euro right here in Africa. Just have to open your eyes. Start with, like I've said, start with LinkedIn. You can look at reliefweb.it, and then there is also Indeed. So guys, I have told you so much about Indeed. You can go to indeed.com. Tons of opportunities are there. And then we also have this other one, is called what? Let me type this one, indeed.com. So if you're watching this video after the live, you will just go to the bottom there on the charts, swipe left, you will be able to see the links. So there's indeed.com, and then there is also Glassdoor. So the beauty with Glassdoor, this other website is called Glassdoor. I love Glassdoor because Glassdoor even has interview questions. So this company gives you salaries, not company, it's a website. You can, let's say if you wanna apply for, I don't know, a job at World Vision International, for example. So if you go to Glassdoor, you will find salaries people have posted, what the salaries are like. People have posted how the interviews were. They've posted the work environment in those companies. So by the time you're going in, you kind of have an idea of what it means like to work for this company. So that's one thing I love about Glassdoor. I've posted them there as well, glassdoor.com. That's one advantage of that website that you might not find in other websites. So that's one you can consider. And which other one haven't I talked about? I think those are the main ones. So I'm gonna quickly read your comments and then I will close today's video. So we have Approach SDC. I am watching from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Hi, Anne. Good to see you too. Abu Bakri is watching from Ghana. Hi. And then we have Professor and Amelia, my Adventist sister. Hi. How are you? We have Nana watching from UK. Hi, Nana. Joanne is saying, hello, I am a Kenyan citizen in Saudi Arabia and I am falling in love with cruise jobs. I am researching from your page and I am learning. Be blessed. Do you adopt big children? I wouldn't mind. Joanne, come, let's talk. When you come from Saudi, bouncing baby girl, why not? Professor Amelia is watching from Australia. Hi, dear. Elizabeth is watching from Lagos. Hey, I don't know what this guy is talking about. And then we have Abraham from Zambia. Hi, thank you. Approach is asking, do Canadian nanny have a sponsorship job? Do they recruit from countries outside Canada? You will have to check their website. Abdullahi is watching from Kenya. Yes. So guys, thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. And as usual, guys, if you have other questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section below. I'll be more than happy to answer. If it's something I can answer in the comments, I will do it. If I think a video will answer your question more appropriately, why not? So thank you so much for sticking around. Oh, Sally has a question. How is Somaliland? I'm on the final stretch of an interview from an employer there. Thanks to you for enlightening us on looking for jobs in other African countries. Yes, so let me talk something. I'm glad you asked. Actually, that is something I want to talk about. So Somaliland They separated from Somalia, and generally, comparatively, compared to a lot of the states in Somaliland is generally so much safer. Remember, even not Kenya is safe. I would say safer from how people describe safe. So please go for it. However, so that's the other thing I want to talk about and I forgot. So thank you, Sally, for reminding me. So there's also this other notion that people have, I can't go and work in South Sudan because it's dangerous. I can't go to Somalia because it's dangerous and there's Al-Shabaab. I can't go to Chad because there's, I don't know. I can't go to Mali because of, come on guys. Let me tell you something. Unless you are going in as in the security department, or you are going in as an army officer, you're not gonna be on the front line, and no employer is going to, what can I say, no decent employer is going to put you in a dangerous situation knowingly and willingly. So even if you're being posted, guys, by now, if you've been here long enough, you know my first expatriate job was in Kabul, Afghanistan, during the thick of things when the Taliban were like crazy. But my employer did everything, put everything in place to make sure that I was safe. And after 3 years, I came out without an incident. So there's that side of it. Like, your employer will make sure that they put proper accommodation. So that's the other beauty about getting these international jobs. Most of them, the ones that pay really, really well, you're gonna be working like in those areas I've mentioned, like in Sudan or Somalia, whatever. But they'll provide for you free accommodation. Like for me, when I'm in Mogadishu, I get free accommodation, free food, free laundry, free air tickets, free everything. I don't pay a single bill. Yeah, so that's one advantage of working in these areas. You're gonna get a good salary and you're still gonna have all your bills paid for you. And they're gonna make sure that you are safe. So like for me, whenever I have a meeting like at the ministry, I'm gonna be in full combat. In fact, next time I need to take for you a picture of how I look like when I'm on duty. Full combat with helmet and bulletproof, and I have a chest car in front and a chest car behind, like it's a whole show. So no one is gonna put your life in danger knowing. But on the other hand, I have this theory: when your day to die has come, even if you're sitting on a live video like Eva is sitting right now, and my day has come, I will go. When death calls, you will have to answer. It doesn't matter whether you're in Sudan, doesn't matter whether you're in Afghanistan, doesn't matter whether you're in Ukraine, doesn't matter whether you're in Russia, doesn't matter if you're in Mali, doesn't matter if you're in Timbuktu, you're gonna have to answer yes when death calls you. And people die. I mean, like right now, I was so frightened for my Kenyan people when every WhatsApp message I got was somebody drowning. Like hundreds of Kenyans have died. Kenya is such a peaceful country, and people died. I don't know anybody who died in Somalia while I was there. So what am I trying to say? Death can find you. I mean, my own mom, I keep telling you guys, she died in the most peaceful way and place anybody could ever die. She died on her bed in the company of her husband of more than 46 years, in his arms. Tell me a safer place to die other than that, in the arms of your loved one on your bed. But she died peacefully in her sleep. I went to Afghanistan and came back. She died on her bed. So what am I trying to say? Don't lose out on opportunities because of fear. Fear is the lowest form of vibration on the planet, okay? Do not lose out on opportunity because of fear. You can be there escaping a job in Somalia. Oh, it's dangerous. Go and do the hapo nje ya nyumba yako. See what I mean? So my dear Sally, please go for it. Okay, please go for it. I'm sure you won't regret. And who knows? Maybe I could come and interview you there. You know what I mean? Because I've never been to Somaliland. Are you gonna be in Herigasi? So you go and try your luck. Who knows? I mean, hapo ndio labda utaomokea. So don't give up. Trust the process. Yeah, don't lose that opportunity because of fear. Fear is the lowest form of vibration, and nothing you can ever get because of fear. Okay? So guys, thank you so much. I guess that's all for today. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask them below. So I will see you guys on the next one. Have yourselves a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Do share this video. All 17 of you watching me and are not liking the video, please come on. If you don't like the video, please let me know in the comment section below, why don't you like the video? Somebody has told me to tell them if there's a job even in hell. Yes, I will tell you, Kubaka and Tamushigo. Yes, we will tell you. Even if they are looking for someone to switch on the firewood in hell, we will share. Thank you so much. Bye.